guys, it's Camilla. Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, and since I've been posting a bunch of week in my life vlogs, I figured it would be fun to spice things up and do a weekend in my life. So that is what this video is going to be, and I hope you guys enjoy. I went over to the library before my 1 p.m. art class to work on my behavioral econ homework. I stayed there until it was time to head over to class, and this week's class was extra exciting because we went to the greenhouse to observe and sketch the plants. The greenhouse has actually been closed for a while because of COVID, and I've never been before, so I wasn't expecting it to have so many plants and rooms since it's on the top floor of an academic building. I like to draw objects and people that I can observe, but I don't have much experience with drawing plants, which brings me to the sponsor of this video. Thank you so much to Skillshare for partnering with me on this video. If you haven't heard of Skillshare before, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and users from all over the world, who come together on this platform to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. If you're interested in learning something new, or if you want to improve a skill that you already have, Skillshare is the perfect place to start. From drawing, to cooking, to building a website, you can find an array of classes that match your goals and interests. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've used Skillshare this semester for a few different skills that I've wanted to improve on, and I found it especially useful for getting started on shooting film for my photography class. Since I found it so helpful for photography, I decided to look into videos on drawing. I obviously have learned a lot in my drawing classes, but there are certain techniques that I would like to have a more in-depth explanation for, especially since I don't have much experience with using graphite. Here you can see me taking Diane Flick's Intro to Graphite Pencil Drawing course. It gave me more insight on both how to use different graphite pencils and how to draw realistic images of nature. I'd love to share Skillshare with you, and the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Be sure to check it out. After class, I grabbed lunch and went over to the piano room in Learner Hall to eat and relax before my behavioral econ class. Behavioral econ is on Barnard's campus, which is adjacent to Columbia's. I walked over at 6 p.m. and attended class. Later that evening, I went to Hex & Co., which is a really fun board game cafe right outside of campus. I went for a club bonding event for the NRHH, which is an honor society dedicated to service. We played Mancala, What Do You Meme, and so many other games, and we really got to know each other better. After that, I went back to campus to Learner Hall for the annual Glass House Rocks dance performance. All the dance groups dance on the ramps inside the building, and there are a bunch of fun activities for students to go to during the breaks between dance groups. They even had a mechanical bull this year, which was so crazy to see inside of an academic building.
Are you finished, Mr. Slade?
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Jess and a couple of my other friends were performing this night, and here's a snippet of Jess performing with her dance team. To end off the night, I went to Amity Hall to get drinks with a bunch of friends. On Friday, I went over to the library to start on my poetry assignment for my critique that upcoming week. Aside from working on my poetry assignment, I didn't really do anything else during the day, but at night, I went over to K-Town to meet Joyce and Cleo at this place called Mui, which is a pocha, and it was a lot of fun, the vibe was great, and the food was super yummy. Overall, it was a 10 out of 10 meal and night. On Saturday morning, I went downtown to meet friends for brunch at a Mediterranean place called Shuka. In the evening, I went back to Hex & Co. and played board games with friends. I've never really gone to Hex & Co. prior to this semester, but it's honestly such a good time with friends and very wholesome. I highly recommend checking it out. On Sunday, I went to the gym in the morning to work out for a bit, and then I came back to my room to just chill. I ended this night by studying and reviewing my textbook notes to prepare for a behavioral econ exam coming up in the next 2 weeks. And that was a weekend in my life. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.